In this video, I'm going to show you a Jupyter notebook that I put together that I run in Colab that runs NVIDIA StyleGAN2 ADA. This is my starting point in a lot of videos for experimentation that I want to do, because I've got a lot of very helpful functions built into this that lets you do things with StyleGAN2 ADA PyTorch, like skewing between two different images, whether it be the faces StyleGAN or another perhaps GAN that you've trained on your own, and how to even turn real images into a GAN latent vector so that you can do manipulation and other things on those. Okay, here is my notebook. It is located here on GitHub. I'll have a link to this in the description below. But I'm just going to go ahead and start out by clicking the Open in Colab button. And now we're in Colab. I'm going to go ahead and say Copy to Drive so that it's actually running in my G drive. All right, and there we're ready to go. Now you'll notice I have Colab Pro. That's not essential. The first thing you'll want to do is install StyleGAN2 ADA onto your system. This is everything that you need to do that right here. This does take a moment. We'll fast forward through this. All right, once that's all done, I have a couple of functions up at the top here. Like I said, this is really meant to get you started doing your own GAN projects. This is what I always start with, and then I transform it into the video and the notebook that I will use for the video. So let's go ahead and run this. This is going to get me connected to my G drive. Okay, now we are in the G drive and it's mounted at content drive. Takes it a moment, we'll fast forward that. I also like to do these two a lot. You can basically upload an image. So I'm going to start by uploading an image. This is uploading it to your Colab. So it's not going to be saved, and be aware of that because you'll want to copy it to your G drive if you want it saved. So I'm going to choose this picture of me. Now I could just go and download it again if I copied this and put it into here. So I mean that you modify this. This is a starting point for GAN projects. And then we're going to load some pre-trained GANs. I have a variety of them here. You could use the FFHQ. Those are your classic face style GANs. That's what we're going to work with. But these are some pre-trained GANs that I've done, like one that generates fish, one that generates 1970s sci-fi art, Christmas images, and Minecraft GAN. All were fun projects. So this is connecting to NVIDIA and downloading the FFHQ pre-trained GAN. This takes a moment, so we'll fast forward. Okay, now we can generate GANs from seeds, and there's several levels of these numbers that you use to create GANs. These are just simple seeds. This is nothing more than a seed to the NumPy random number generator. So 1000, 1001, these could be anything. And I'll go ahead and run it. It'll generate these same people that you see when you first open it. And what it is doing is it is going through and it's converting a seed to a latent vector. The latent vector is a 512 number vector that defines each of these images. Now, if you change one of those values, you change the image a little bit on the latent vector. The seeds, 1000 and 1001, even though those numbers are very close to each other, they'll generate images that look completely different. Because really, these are just used as seeds to the random number generator to generate the 512 image. Now, the 512 latent vector, that becomes kind of an internal vector that is larger. I think it's 9 or so 512 vectors, and that's what we use when we take a real image, like a picture of me, like we're about to do, and convert that into a GAN latent vector. You can't convert a real image back into a seed because you'd have to do some sort of exhaustive search, which would not be fun. So you can tell these people don't look that alike. And if you were to put other seeds in here, you'd get different people. I provide a nice function here called render GAN that is going to render whatever latent vector you pass it. And then we are going to save them to the PNGs. I'm putting them into this output directory, so content seeds. Again, this is on Colab, So you'd want to put this somewhere in your G drive if you wanted to actually save them, or you would download them. If you don't use my low-res display, or if you just use normal display, then you'll get these at their full resolution. Put the correct image type in there. So now we'll get the 1024 by 1024. You can see they're much higher resolution. Depending on what resolution the network that you were working with was trained to. You can see these are all much higher resolution. You can also load a saved latent vector. This is a latent vector that I generated to look like me, and I keep it around just so I don't have to regenerate it. It's one of my best GAN doppelgangers, I would say. If I run it, it displays me. Now you'll notice this is off in my drive. You won't have access to this because it's not a file that I distribute, and it's on my G drive. So you would modify this to use one of these NPZ files that you got from a GAN that you had generated in some way, shape, or form. Now, this is important. This preprocess function that I gave you, this helps you to generate GANs of your own. So if you look at a bunch of generated StyleGAN images, you'll notice their eyes are all in exactly the same place. The cropping is all very consistent. Even the image of me up here is very consistent. That's just due to the way that NVIDIA created their training data. Now, if you want to take an image like the one of me that I just uploaded and try to reverse engineer it back to a GAN latent vector, you need to crop it like this. Otherwise, you will have the most hideous looking monster type GAN people. So don't do that, unless you want hideous looking monster GAN people. I'm going to go ahead and run this. You'll see basically the code that I have here is using a neural network to actually lock in on the subject's eyes and use that to properly crop it. So here I'm going to take my image about Jeff Heaton 2020, and we're going to crop it. So you run this and you will see me cropped. It's saved it as Jeff Heaton cropped PNG. Whereas if you look at my non-GAN cropped headshot, it's cropped differently. So now that you've got that, let's go ahead and convert me to a GAN. So the source name is going to be content Jeff cropped PNG, and the output is also going to go there. The seed is what it starts from. You can choose that to get different results, and then the number of steps, I've put this as high as 10,000. 1,000 is just a nice starting one. We'll go ahead and run this, and this takes a little while because it has to actually run this program. It'll take a couple of minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through it. You can see it's going through those steps, and this does take some time. And on the runtime, by the way, you definitely want to make sure that you are using a GPU or it won't work. It's not that it'll go slow, it just literally will not work. This is software designed by NVIDIA, so naturally they assume you have a CUDA GPU. Now, while you're waiting for that perfect time, is this helpful to you? Smash that like button. So now we can run it, and we'll see the GAN of me that it generates. That's actually fairly nice, I guess, as far as GAN doppelgangers go. Now, if you want to do something where you transit from one GAN to another, you need to choose two different latent vectors. So I've got me. Let me go ahead and quickly generate Thor. So I'm back up here at upload, and we're going to upload Thor. There he is. And you'll notice the image of Thor definitely needs to be cropped. So we've got Thor JPG. So we'll put him in here to be cropped, and we'll have Thor cropped. And go ahead and run this. And there you see he's been cropped to kind of a GAN type of a pose. Now I'm going to write him to his own directory so that I will have a seed value or a latent vector value for Thor. We'll run it on Thor cropped, and we'll run that. We'll fast forward through this again. This takes a little bit. Windows wants to update .NET. Do people still use .NET? Anyway, that requires a restart. We'll do that later. And by the way, while it's generating that, perfect time to subscribe. All right, we are done. So we now have the new latent vector for Thor stored in this other directory. So now I can go down here and build the video. Let me go ahead and run this. And it's important that you have these directories set appropriately. We'll fast forward. All right, this is complete. I'll go ahead and download my video. You can display videos in Colab, but I usually prefer to pull it down to the operating system. There you go, Jeff to Thor. That's awesome. You can literally watch my hair grow back. Hans Wyman, who needs ya? All right. If you want to actually train your own GAN, I have a link that shows you how to do that. Thank you for watching this video, and if you're interested in GANs and GPUs and all these other fun things with artificial intelligence, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a like. Thank you very much.